Hi everyone, I am Ayushi Jain from School of Law Modi University working as a legal intern in LexIQ and company. Today in this video I am describing about zero FIR. We all are aware about the term FIR, whereas the term zero FIR is unheard of by many people. Filing FIR in police station has become common practice these days, whereas the usually taken by the police are delayed or the police do not take up the investigation properly. In zero FIR, the action is not delayed. In the recent gang rape case of Hyderabad, an FIR was logged by the victim's parents where the police delayed or to take the jurisdiction, and so the parents were made to run from one police station to another police station. Suppose if a situation arises where you went to a police station to log an FIR and the police station denied to tell you that the offence is committed is not within their local area and suggest you to go the police in the another police station whose local area the offence has been committed and therefore consequently lead to the delay of FIR, resulting the loss of the suspicious and the facts. What do you mean by what is FIR? What is zero FIR? Zero FIR is much relatable to the FIR which is filed physically in the police station. The only difference between the FIR and the zero FIR is that FIR is logged by the complaint by the information whereas the incident has been occurred in the area in which police station has the jurisdiction to conduct an investigation. A zero FIR can be logged in any police station irrespective of incident happening anywhere. The section 154 of Criminal Procedure, the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 says that whenever an informant came to a police station and submitted the complaint, the informant is converted into writing by a police officer and therefore keep a record of registered in the book as per the direction of the state government. The informant also have given a copy of the FIR which is a free of cost. FIR registered when the offence committed is cognizable in nature. What do you mean? Meaning of zero FIR? The concept zero FIR was mainly propounded to interest inserted in a criminal law amendment by the Justice Verma Committee after the incident of the Nirbhaya rape case. The term FIR stands for the first information report, which was filed before the police by the person approaches to the file the information. The criminal procedure has not mentioned this definition of the FIR. The zero FIR is made mode of the logging FIR in any police station in respect of the offence committed in the area or any other area. There is no restriction over the informant to log the zero FIR. The zero FIR, the police officer is bound to take the complaint logged by the informant and therefore transfer over the another police station in whose jurisdiction of that area the offence has to be occurred. Objective of a zero FIR. As we all know, zero FIR is more effective and efficient way without facing any hazard and inconvenience while registering the FIR in any police station. The purpose of filing the zero FIR are as follows: to avoid the delay and any other kind of disruption, to make the police bound to take the jurisdiction. Third, timely jurisdiction to be taken immediately after the registration of the FIR. Fourth, to make sure that investigation is done properly. Fifth, to enable the case to proceed fast. So, we now discuss how to register an FIR or a zero FIR. Before filing an FIR, it is important to know whether the offence is cognizable or non-cognizable. The cognizable offence is serious in nature, such as rape, robbery, murder, theft, etc. And non-cognizable offence, the informant is reported to the magistrate through the complainant. Some of the examples of non-cognizable offence are forgery, defamation, public nuisance, and etc. FIR registered in cognizable offence only, whereas if the offence is non-cognizable in nature, then the matter is reported to the magistrate. Even if the offence is non-cognizable, the police will still take and keep the information in the book, which is termed as the general diary. The step upon which FIR registered are as follows. First, the nature of offence must be cognizable. Second, the information can be submitted in written, whereas the information is given orally by the informant. Then they must be reduced into writing and read over to the informant, and it is signed by the informant and registered in the book as per the direction of the government. Third, the copy of the FIR is given free of cost to the informant. Fourth, according to section 154 clause 1 of the Code of CRPC 1973, whereas the information is given by the woman under section 326A, 326B, 354, section 354A, 354B, 354C, 354D, 376A, 376A, 376AB, 376E, and or section 509 of the Indian Penal Code of 1860 is committed or attempted, then the woman police officer or woman officer will register as such information. It is also provided further that the information regarding pertaining to section 326A, 326B, 354, 354A, 354B, 354C, 354D, 376, 376A, 376A, 376AB, 376E, or the section 509 of Indian Penal Code given by such person who is temporarily or physically disabled, then the police officer shall record in suitable place of the person in presence of the interpreter or a special educator. The entire information is videographed. The statement of the person is recorded by the magistrate under clause A of subsection 5 5A of section 164. Who can register and zero FIR? An FIR can be registered by the victim himself, a family, or a relative, or any person who knows the fact relating to the incident can register the file on the behalf of victim. Is zero FIR mandatory to be registered by the police? FIR are generally filed in the police station. There are some instances that the FIR was filed through email or telephonic means of communication, whereas nowadays FIR also filed online. Unlike FIR, the zero FIR ensures that the police file the FIR and avoid any difficulties while logging a complainant. The advantage of zero FIR is that avoid any kind of uncertain consumption of time, and it is also enable the police to conduct the investigation in a speedy manner. The process of registering an FIR is much related to the registration of a zero FIR. While registering the zero FIR, the police officer records the statement of the person and record all necessary information as a duplicate copy is given to a person without any cost. If the person or police officer denies even to register a zero FIR, then the aggrieved person can write a superintendent of the police, and still if it do not work, then he can send a complaint to the magistrate through an advocate. Thank you.